This is ABC15 Mornings.
Show your face again. The Phoenix City Council votes to lift its mask mandate.
The bill is passed.
The House votes to form a 9/11-style commission to investigate the attack on the Capitol.
A vacation quickly turns into a nightmare.
He won't go to the hospital, and I don't blame him. I mean, there's not much they can do except diaries, and we just want to come home.
Why an airline chose to take away a life-saving medical device.
An exclusive ABC15 Health Insider report.
Women can choose to freeze their follicles.
New options for fertility, as well as new parenting trends coming out of the pandemic.
Tied up by Green, throws it back up top. James puts up the three. Oh, it's gone! LeBron James from downtown!
LeBron and the Lakers are coming to town, and it's time to rally the valley.
This is a basketball town. This is a Suns town. No disrespect to anybody else, but we were here first.
Suns-Lakers playoffs only on ABC15.
Oh, you gotta love it when Sir Charles gets in the mix, right? Gives you goosebumps, doesn't it?
Yeah. Hey, if anyone's going to put it into perspective for us, it is Charles Barkley. Let me tell you.
That's right. That's right. Hey, good morning to you. Thank you so much for starting your Thursday with us. Thursday connected to Friday, and that makes us even more excited. Kaylee O'Kelly here in studio. Nick Saletti is in the newsroom. Also, we're excited because we've got all of this action right here on ABC 15.
That's right. Yeah, it's almost hard to wait till Sunday, right?
I know.
We're going to be patient, though. Don't worry. So excited for those Suns. And you're right. We're going to root for them right here on ABC 15. Hey, you know what else we're rooting for right now? Meteorologist Iris Hermosillo. Because guess what? She's given us some great weather and that most accurate forecast. Iris, first of all, you did call it yesterday. You said we'd be in the triple digits, but we're expecting a little bit of a cool down, I hear.
We are, and so we made it to 101 as expected yesterday, but those triple digits short-lived. Today, still going to be pretty toasty, but temperatures are overall trending down, and by tomorrow, we're going to see a big drop in those temperatures, and I think you're going to love what's shaping up for the weekend. Now, as you step outside this morning, we are waking up to mostly clear skies, temperatures in the 70s in most spots. Avondale, you've bumped back into the 80s, but Phoenix Sky Harbor right at 76, Mesa checking in at 74. Here's today's warm-up, because again, we're still going to be toasty. We'll make it into the 90s this afternoon with a high today of 98 degrees. At least it's not the hundreds. It's going to be pretty warm though, so keep that in mind and get outside early. Clouds will be increasing later this evening too, and then overnight tonight, believe it or not, we're bringing in some rain chances. We're going to talk about that rain potential, the drop in temperatures, and the fire risk across our state in that full, most accurate forecast still ahead. But Megan Thompson has an update on our morning drive. Hey, Megan.
Hi, Iris. I know you're going to be busy talking about all of that, and I'm keeping you updated on the road conditions that are out there. This is a wide look at the map, seeing that the 60 and the 202, all green conditions for you, but our trouble spot remains to be near the stack as you're approaching the stack on the I-10 eastbound. A little bit of slowing in the area, and also this new report, a hazard on the Loop 202 southbound. That entry ramp from the I-10 westbound is apparently blocked in some capacity. We're not seeing any slowing in that area right now, but this one just popped up a few minutes ago, so I'll keep you posted on that one. When it comes to those speeds, how fast you're traveling as you're approaching the stack, just around 15 miles per hour as you get really close to it along the Durango curve, right around 13 miles per hour. I'll get you a check of some of those desert drive times for your area coming up in just a little bit.
This team doesn't shy away from a fight, and this city is ready.
When this team gets hot, this city gets loud.
It's time to get to work and rally the valley.
And we feel that vibe for sure. We have been waiting more than a decade for the playoffs to return to the Valley of the Sun. The team releasing a new hype video featuring Charles Barkley, as you just saw, and Dan Marley to rally the Valley. Both were on the Suns team back in 1993, and they made the NBA Finals.
Okay, we're going to rename it Valley of the Suns.
I like it.
You like that? Hey, in round one, the Suns will be playing the defending champs, the LA Lakers. The wise guys in Vegas have already put the Suns as the underdogs. Big mistake, let me tell you. Big mistake.
Yeah, no kidding.
Huge.
So you want to get everything you would normally do on the weekends. Get it done, all your chores done. And that's because on Sunday afternoon, it is basketball time. The playoffs could give a nice financial boost, too, to downtown area businesses. We did catch up with Jake Rosenstein, the owner of The Deuce.
It's really exciting from just really a downtown perspective. Being a business owner, being involved in the community down here, it's just a great thing for the city.
And not only is this the first time the Suns have made the playoffs in a decade, but most of these businesses took a major hit, as you might imagine, when events downtown were put on hold during the pandemic. And if you can't make it to the game, well, get in front of the TV. Game 1 happens Sunday at 12:30 right here on ABC 15. A bonus for next weekend, too. Game 4 between the Suns and Lakers will also be here on ABC 15.
Well, the Phoenix City Council voting to drop the mask mandate for people who are now fully vaccinated. Mayor Kate Gallego saying the decision is meant to align with the recently updated policies and guidelines from the CDC. Masks are still required on public transportation, so that includes at Sky Harbor. Businesses can also still require them. The American Academy of Pediatrics is encouraging parents to have kids who are not vaccinated continue to wear a face mask in public. Kids under 2 don't need to wear them, but right now only kids 12 and up are eligible to get the Pfizer COVID vaccine.
Well, health officials say the protections against coronavirus do last at least 6 months, but it's highly likely that we will be needing a booster within the first year.
When the level of protection starts to dwindle down, as happens over time, or when we start seeing more breakthrough infections, you're going to see boosters.
And that's why Pfizer and Moderna are working on vaccine boosters against a variety of variants.
Phoenix City Council is moving forward with an oversight board for the police department. It'll be called the Office of Accountability and Transparency.
We are one of the only major cities in the United States without any sort of civilian oversight of our police department. They've been successful. They have helped in many cases to then develop policies that have reduced officer-involved shootings or instances of violence in the long run.
The Oversight Board will be able to launch independent investigations into complaints against officers and use of force claims. The city has set aside $3 million for the program. Today is the first ever Mental Health Action Day. Hundreds of brands, nonprofits, and cultural leaders taking part in this. The goal is to encourage everybody to take the first steps in getting support for mental health. And there is a particular emphasis on younger people, the LGBTQ, and also other marginalized communities.
Well, this week, high school seniors are walking across the stage for a major rite of passage. We're talking about graduation. So many ceremonies happening at Veterans Memorial Coliseum. And our Carla Navarrete is there this morning. In just a couple of hours, the ceremony for Metro High School gets underway. And you were able to catch up with one remarkable young woman. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning to you. I walked away from that interview and going, wow, this young lady, right? Lorena Calderon, she says this morning's celebration, graduation, will be the culmination of 18 years of hard work. So Lorena Calderon is graduating from Metro Tech High School. It's going to be very similar to the graduation you're taking a look at now. What you're seeing now is actually North High School. They celebrated their graduation on Tuesday evening. Now, both schools are part of the Phoenix Union High School District, as you mentioned, celebrating 19 graduations this week. Now, Calderon mentioned that COVID taught her to, quote, expect the unexpected. Some very wise words there. She says she's headed to Brown University out on the East Coast in Rhode Island, where she's going to major in business. And get this, she says she isn't the first valedictorian in her family of 5 children, so she had a lot of pressure to be number 1.
It's an honor, and I'm thankful that we made it this far, especially with my family background. I actually have 3 older brothers who were valedictorians of their high school graduating class. So I'm the 4th member of my Calderon family, and my dad has all of our medals up, and we're very big on education. So I think this is finally it. For the past 4 years, I've been working my way up to completing high school, being ranked number 1, and it's an honor to be here.
On her parents, right? The Calderon parents must be so proud of Lorena. Now, again, she is graduating number 1 in a class of about 429 students. Now, there are limited number of attendees who can come with a graduate. So, of course, folks can watch those graduations at the district's website. Once again, congratulations to Lorena, to the entire class at Metro Tech, to the entire 2021 class graduating this year. For now, reporting live at the Coliseum, I'm Carla Navarrete. Kaylee, back to you.
Yeah, congratulations to the parents too, right? So many emotions, a lot of kids going away, right? Fighting the tears on that. But it is just awesome to see such a remarkable young lady. Makes you feel better about the future. Carla, thank you. By the way, we want to continue this celebration of the class of 2021. Hopefully you will tell us about that soon-to-be grad in your life or a recent grad considering all these ceremonies. Send us their picture. Give us some details. You can even send a video message to share at ABC15.com.
Next on ABC 15 Mornings, a vacation nightmare that will leave you shaking your head. What happened and why? The Let You Know team with a report that everybody needs to see.
Then yoga. Of course, it's an effective exercise for your body and your mind, but what about your eyes? It's a new eye rolling trend, and it could actually help you start to see more clearly. You have to see this. Feeling strong enough to travel again, a man from the Valley thought he had planned a perfect getaway, but his wife says that trip turned into an absolute nightmare when his dialysis machine never arrived, or at least it didn't when he did. That is when they turned to our Joe Ducey.
Sheila and her husband Vernon had planned to spend a week fishing in Arkansas, one of the few hobbies Vernon can still do since becoming reliant on a dialysis machine. But she says the relaxation she was hoping for was dashed before she even left the Phoenix airport.
The stewardess looked at us and she said, "That's not coming on board." And my heart just dropped.
She says it's despite calling ahead and being reassured by Southwest Airlines that medical equipment would travel on board with them and pleading their case with the crew.
I said, "Ma'am, this is his dialysis machine. His life depends on it." I about cried every time I talk about it.
Sheila says they were told the bag carrying Vernon's dialysis machine would have to go in the cargo hold and would be returned on their layover in Dallas. But it wasn't. Instead, they were told it would be at their final destination.
I just had a bad feeling. When we get to Arkansas, our luggage is there, case in there. I thought, well, 24 hours, one night without it, it'd be okay.
While the airline found the bag the next day, Sheila says that the supplies in the life-saving dialysis machine were damaged and that Vernon wouldn't be able to use it for the whole 6-day trip.
He couldn't even walk by the time we got back. We left. He was so swollen. Short of breath. And he went to the hospital, and I don't blame him. I mean, there's not much they can do except diurese him. We just wanted to come home.
On their way home, Southwest offered vouchers for future flights and checked the now damaged machine in as a cello, making sure it went on board.
I don't think they've, done anything to say, "Hey, we're really sorry."
We reached out to Southwest Airlines. They say in some cases, dialysis machines exceed their carry-on bag dimensions. They say if it can fit in an approved stowaway location like under a seat overhead bin or a wheelchair closet, it can come on board. They said they'll reach out to Sheila and her husband. Sheila says that hasn't happened. Neither has the refund for her tickets. She says she was promised at the airport. Southwest tells us they offer the couple their sincere apologies for the inconvenience and for misinformation they may have received about traveling with assistive devices. You can find more about traveling with these devices and Southwest's full statement at abc15.com/letjoeknow. I'm investigator Joe Ducey. If you got a problem, let me know.
ABC 15 Desert Drive Time, sponsored by Accident Law Group.
Good morning to you. I'm Megan Thompson. Taking a look at that morning drive before you head out the door. This is a live look for you of the I-17 near Thomas. You can see traffic is flowing pretty nicely in the area. No crashes to report to you on the 17. As we take a wide look at the maps, you see mostly green conditions. Let's zoom into some of those areas. Well, you can see that slowing, pretty normal for this time of the morning. You're traveling about 25 miles per hour as you're approaching the stack and 19 miles per hour along the Durango curve. In the northern part of the valley, the 17, you're traveling at normal speeds right around 65 miles per hour, and the 51 above 70 miles per hour. We did just get reports of this crash here. This is on the Loop 101 eastbound, just after the exit at 67th Avenue. The traffic flows aren't impacted just yet. I'll keep you posted, though, when I learn some more information on that one. The US 60 and the 202s looking good at this point. Here's a look at your desert drive times. I-10 eastbound from Loop 303 to the mini stack, 23 minutes, still in the green at this point. The 17 and the 51 also green at this time of the morning. Let's check in with meteorologist Iris Hermosillo. And Iris, you're talking about rain chances in our forecast too. Don't tease us.
I know, believe it or not, there's a chance. It's not a very high chance, but there's a chance, and that's what we'll be watching for overnight tonight. And if you maybe are up late at night, maybe you'll actually see some raindrops. Right now, though, it is mostly clear across the state, so nothing to slow you down weather-wise. We've got those clear conditions, dry weather, but our storm system, the one that's going to bring those rain chances, is situated to the northwest. As you look at this water vapor imagery, this dark spot here, that's where that area of low pressure is located, and that's going to sink south, approaching our state. It's bringing all of these changes. First, it's cranking up those winds, even stronger winds today and tomorrow, and that's increasing the wildfire danger in parts of our state. It's also going to help drop those temperatures. We hit the hundreds yesterday, but that was it. We're going to see those temperatures fall for the next few days, and into the weekend they're staying cooler too. And those rain chances kicking in overnight as well. Let's first talk fire danger, because that is happening today. We've got fire weather warnings that go into effect across northern Arizona starting at 11 o'clock this morning and remain in effect through this evening. Then again, tomorrow we'll see those alerts reissued for parts of the northern Arizona. So it's a 2-day situation here with those increasing winds and low relative humidity. We also have fire weather warnings along the Colorado River Valley for today, and then tomorrow there you see those fire weather alerts. We're talking warnings and watches indicating that again tomorrow will be a day of concern because of stronger winds and again that low humidity. Wind advisories also go into effect across northern Arizona today. Now these alerts don't include the valley, but our risk will also go up as of course we get some of those breezes, but it's really northern Arizona where the strongest winds will be. We're talking gusts as high as 40 to 50 miles an hour up north. Here in the valley, gusts near 20 to 25 miles an hour. So breezy here, windy to very windy up north. So as you consider those fire weather alerts, just be smart. Again, you know the drill. Make sure that you're following those fire restrictions. Don't flick cigarettes out of your car or onto the ground. That could start a wildfire, and with these winds, they could spread very quickly, and avoid outdoor shooting these next few days because of those stronger winds. Now, for the valley right now, we've got some light breezes out of the southeast at 9 miles an hour. It's 76 degrees with mostly clear skies. Here's how the day shapes up. Breezy by this afternoon, temperatures into the 90s again by around 11 a.m., and our high peaks at 98 today. So today's still going to be toasty, but it's just not hundreds. Highs in the mid to upper 90s in western Arizona, upper 60s in Flagstaff, and we'll reach a high of 77 in Show Low. But look at the 7-day forecast. Rain chances tonight, and then tomorrow a high of just 88 degrees. Yeah, that's right. 88 Saturday again, and a high of 90 on Sunday. So a cooler weekend ahead. We'll talk more about that rain potential tonight in the next half hour.
Okay, Iris, thank you for that. Well, instead of hiring more workers, a lot of companies are using technology to get jobs done. It's all the result of a new survey, and it shows that major investments in automation to perform repetitive tasks are happening. A surge in e-commerce business is leading to more orders for things like self-driving machines and other automated systems. And the Commerce Department says equipment spending did go up by more than 16% in the first part of the year. Well, this is really cool. A new restaurant opening in Gilbert is kicking things off with a fundraiser for Phoenix Children's. It looks so good. It's called Core Life Eatery near Higley and Baseline. And this one is the brainchild of Adam Archuleta. Sound familiar? Well, he played in the NFL and, of course, for our Arizona Sun Devils. And today is Pay What You Want Day. And that means you can order anything. And whatever you pay will go to help kids at Phoenix Children's. Tomorrow is the official grand opening.
It's a great idea. Avengers Campus at California Adventure opens in 2 weeks, and take a look at some of the new marvelous food options.
Oh boy, we're going to make you hungry here, including Cosmic Cream Orbs. Yum, a Krispy Kreme puff with whipped raspberry cheesecake mousse. It's a sweet spiral ration, and of course, they're churro spirals. They look good.
You can also eat like an Avenger and try the Shawarma Palace. The other restaurant is the Pimtest Kitchen with all kinds of sandwiches and drinks.
Avengers Campus opens June 4th, but right now Disneyland is only open to people who live in California.
Well, coming up still on this Thursday, more concerns over social media. The Department of Justice warning parents about drug dealers and the new ways they're targeting kids to get more customers.
And then, are all of the Zoom meetings, the working from home, the scrolling through the feeds, are they adding up to too much screen time for you? Up next, well, you might want to give your eyes a workout. .624 now. Expanding the marijuana industry in an equitable way. The state is opening 26 more business licenses. The opportunity, though, is limited. Listen, The social equity licenses are set aside for communities impacted by harsh marijuana laws of the past. Now, applicants must have lived in Arizona for the last 3 years and meet 3 of the 5 following criteria. They're listed on your screen. These include having a minor drug possession conviction that you're trying to get expunged, having an immediate family member who was convicted of a minor drug possession charge, and completing a state-approved training course to run a dispensary. The application fee is $5,000. The state is actually going to use a lottery to select the new license holders within the next 6 months.
6:25 in this digital age, it's hard to avoid eye strain. On the bulletin board this morning, can saying namaste to eye yoga help your vision? Music legend Paul McCartney recently revealed on a podcast that at 78 years old, his eyesight is still sharp, and he credits eye yoga. So how does it work? We're going to do a quick demo for you this morning. He says what you have to do is keep your head still, then look up as far as you can, hold it for about 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Then go back to the middle. Then look down for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Then go back to the middle again. He says he also does it sideways. He does it diagonal, all kinds of ways. He does it 3 times each, so 3 sets there. So what are the experts saying about this? According to one doctor of ophthalmology, eye yoga definitely doesn't hurt your eyes and probably has some benefits, but it's hard to study. The doctor recommends taking regular screen breaks and keeping up with your eye exams. Eye yoga, try it if you'd like it, and maybe you'll be amazed. That's on the bulletin board for you this morning. Try it out. Next at 6:30, know how much does the average family maybe spend on childcare each year? Do you know? A whopping $8,000 per child. That ain't cheap. And according to a new study, parents is actually putting you into debt.
And fighting Arizona's drug problem, Governor Doug Ducey signing a bill into law aimed at preventing fentanyl overdoses. I'm Mark Thompson. I'll tell you why this is a personal bill for one Arizona lawmaker, and it got bipartisan support. We'll break it all down coming up.